What's going on, YouTube? Alright, so like the title says, my thoughts on Traveloko. Alright, so as you guys know, I just started working here. Okay? With all the videos coming out about Traveloko, I just wanted to give you my side of it, my opinions on it. But before we do that, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing videos about my time at Traveloko and obviously normal videos from here on out. Especially now that I'm back over the road, I'm going to start making a lot more videos. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below what kind of videos you guys want to see. And of course, what you guys feel about this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it out if you want. Do all that. So, alright, so I've been out of work, for those of you guys that don't know. Basically, I've been out of work, we'll just say 3 months, because it's almost 3 months. I got me a new truck. I got me a new truck to me anyways. It is a 2015 T680. As you can tell, I'm not in it. I'm in a Volvo right now. But we got the truck. I got it down to Georgia. And we were having an issue getting the license plates for it and getting the cab card. So I had to drive back home and sit at home for, what was it, probably another week, give or take. Eric finally hit me up and said, alright, hey, we're good. We're going to put you in a loaner truck. You know, you'll pay like a small fee or whatever. And at least that way you can get out running and all that and make some money. And I'm like, you know what? Cool, thanks for looking out. You know, I definitely needed the money. I'm coming up on hard times because of the time that, you know, I had off. But so I drove back down to Georgia, got the truck, got the trailer, you know, went over everything. Everything was looking good. Got new drive tires put on the truck. Started getting ready to leave, and Eric called me up. He goes, man, we almost had your plates today. And I was like, damn. Could have been in my truck, but we pushed it out, you know. So I was like, screw it. Got me a load, left Calhoun, went up to Tennessee, picked up this load that I'm currently on, and I'm actually sitting like a mile from my delivery now. Paying $1.75 a mile for dry van, 10,000 pounds over here in Utah. So I mean, it wasn't great, but I didn't spend a lot of fuel getting over here, so it's a win, and it's something, you know what I mean? But as of that, basically that explains my my time frame here at Traveloko. So far, they've been nice to me. They've been, you know, as far as I can tell, they've been honest with me. There are a couple things that I don't approve of. But with all that said, I am the guinea pig that's going to be on the 73% no deduction type thing, and see how that works out. Which I made a joke with Eric when I was talking to him about applying. I told him, you know, look, I'm coming out from the house, I'm dead broke basically. I don't have the money to pay for my plates and stuff like that. How about that, you know, that 75% thing? And he goes, oh, well, it changed to 73. We sat there, talked back and forth. I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm a guinea pig. Let me jump on it and try it out for you guys. Long story short, that's where we're at. Now with this loaner truck, I am doing basically like a lease purchase, but only for like a week. So right now the deductions are like $1,200 for 1 week of deductions. And I still got to talk to them and find out if they're going to lower that, because I've only had the truck for 3 days right now. So by the time I get back over there, I'll have it just under a week. So we'll see what happens and go from there. Well, that's if I get a load directly back, of course, which who knows? We'll find out. But with the 73% thing, you know, hey, I got a lower truck payment, so I should be alright, even with spot market freight. I did decent back in 2016, and I know Trucker's Coach was talking about, you know, freight rates might hit 2016 levels. And then I sat there and thought, I was like, well, you know what? That's when I just jumped in that quality T680, and I did okay on the spot market. You know, I was making money. I was profitable. I was even at a shit company. We all know Eagle. What was it? Eagle Logistics. Basically the sister company to Celadon. If you don't know anything about them, I got videos from way back then. That was what, just over 3 years ago. But I made it work. I was profitable. I never went negative except for 1 week that I had. At that point, that I had my dispatcher dispatching me. So with the 73%, you know, hey, it is what it is. No deductions, no IFTA, no nothing. My only deduction, obviously, is my fuel and my truck payment. So, I mean, granted, it is a $4,500 a week. But if you can't manage $4,500 a week, I honestly, this is my opinion now, something's wrong. I mean, or you're not willing to run or whatever. I mean, you should have no problem. I mean, hell, this load right here paid me $3,000 for 3 days worth of work. Now, granted, it was a long distance. Short hops were, you know, are definitely a lot better. I had a load planned out from my dispatcher over here. He tried to book it, got it approved, and then the broker called back up and canceled it on us. But it was 380 miles for $856 or something like that. Somewhere right around that rate. You know, so I was like, hey, let's do it, you know. So I mean, with that, hell, I would have been at 3,800, and then another small load. You know, you should be able to make $4,500 a week, I think. Only time will tell. So, you know, don't jump down to the comment box and say, oh, you're full of crap and all this. This ain't gonna work, right? We're gonna play it by ear. Every week I'm gonna throw up a video about all my deductions and what I made for that week, what I did for loads, how much fuel. I'm gonna put all my numbers out there. Every number will be out there, so that way there ain't no ands, if, or buts about it. You know, everything that I say on my thing is truthful. Now, with that being said, you know, Traveloko so far has been really nice to me. And I know a lot of people bring up the whole fact of the 1099 thing and the deposits and all that stuff. And granted, I don't have deposits, so I don't have to worry about getting anything back. Other than the ELD deposit. I paid $360 for that. So, because it is a refundable deposit, obviously, if the time comes, and when the time comes, I should say, that I may have to leave Traveloko and they get that system back, obviously they better cut me. Because if not, I will be the one that's constantly on the phone, sending emails, whatever. Hey, I didn't get paid. $360 is $360. Some people say, oh, you know, I wouldn't worry about it, yada, yada, yada. That's money. Money is money. Money that you spent out, money that you should get back. Now, if I turn in a trailer that's damaged, or obviously I can't do my truck because it's my truck, but, you know, if I turn in a trailer and it's got some damage on it or whatever, obviously they're going to keep that deposit for repairs and stuff like that. But other than that, I shouldn't have to worry about anything. Now, the guys that are coming over and doing the lease purchase and stuff like that, or bringing their own truck that's not on the 73%, then granted, you're going to have deductions for insurance and all that. Do I think it's right? Not really. I mean, but if you sit down and put yourself in a business shoe, right? And what I mean by this is, say Traveloko was your company, and you're hiring Joe Blow, that all you're going off of is his record. The $2,500 insurance deductible, granted, it's up there. I understand why they're doing it, and I'll get to that in just a second. But if they're taking it out of you in payments, right? And you go down, you hit something, you damage something, and then you just say, you know what, screw it, I'm out of here. Now that leaves the company having to pay that deductible. Now, granted, they may hold your last check, but what happens if you only did one load, it was only a 200-mile run? You know what I mean? you're not going to have your full deductible there. So that's why I say I understand why they do it. Is it right? Hey, I still have my doubts on that. All the other little tiny fees, the direct deposit fee and the ELD, weekly fee, and what else they charge, the trip pack thing, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I believe, in my opinion, that Traveloko should pay for that. Leave the driver paying for the insurance and obviously their payments and stuff like that, and their IFTA if they're on a percentage base. Not like the 73 thing, but if you're on the 80 or 85%, whatever it is right now, I feel that you should have to pay for the insurance and the IFTA. But the ELD fee, the trip pack fee, the direct deposit fee, all that kind of stuff, honestly, I believe that Traveloko should pay for that, because you are giving them 20 or 15 or 20% at that point. Now, you may think, well, if you're getting all these charges, what are they charging you that 15 or 20% for? Basically, you're paying them for their MC number, and obviously a dispatcher to help you find loads. So I mean, obviously that is some there, but what is it? A $2 charge for trip pack, and a $3 charge for direct deposit, and a $7 charge for ELD. Honestly, with that, the company could easily eat that with no problem with the percentage that they're getting. I'm not even smoking enough, so my cigarette went out. But that, now, obviously, like I said, these are just my opinions. Now, the lease purchase and all that, same deductions, all that, I feel the same way. If you're leasing a truck, do I think the down payment should be $5,000? Definitely not. You are getting a used truck. Most likely it's not going to have a warranty. So I mean, $1,000 down, hey, go for it. Put $1,000 down, do the lease purchase on the truck. It should be stated in there too that if you walk away, you got to make like a month's worth of payments or something. Something to kind of make it to where you're going to want to obviously pay off that truck and not just use it for a month and leave. But some people might get on me about that too. I don't know. That's why I said leave your comments in the comment section below. But these are just, ideas here. But the lease purchase driver, because they're getting a used truck with no warranty, it may have 400, 500, 600,000 miles on it. I don't know what they are. This one's got 500 and almost 501. I never even bothered to check and see what year this Volvo is, but I mean, it's in decent shape. It's definitely had some work done to it. I know for a fact it's got 4 brand new drives, not retreads. They look like they're virgins. The back set of drives are like at 95% or so, barely even been touched really. So I mean, with that, granted, now you got your truck payment, you got your trailer payment, you got your insurance and all that kind of stuff. Those little fees, I still believe, should be on the company. But yet again, just like before, I understand why the company is charging those, because everybody's out here to make money, and that's one thing you got to think about. Everybody's out here to make money. No matter if you're leasing a truck, you bring your truck, whatever, you're out here to make money, but so is the company. So, I see why they do it. Do I think it's right? I have some issues with that. Other than that, I mean, so far, so far my time has been pretty good over here. But I am kind of leery about the whole 1099 thing. That is the only thing right now that is just dangling over my head of if I want to stay or not. Because that's just going to be a hassle that I'm going to have to deal with later on. I mean, all the deductions are paid for as long as I'm there, doing all that kind of stuff, which is no issue. But getting a 1099 and then having to turn around and resubmit another 1099, that's where I have an issue. Obviously, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have all my numbers. I'll have all my stuff put in my laptop and all that, so I'll know exactly how much I'm making before I even get my 1099. That way I know what to, prep a 1099 to send out to them. Because I do use Excel, and I have all my, those of you that know me, especially like Carolina Ghost and Trucker Barry, and there's some other guys there too. I've even shared that file out with them, a blank file obviously, but already that's set up. So all they gotta do is put in their numbers, and it adds everything up and totals everything out, and I mean, it's a whole 9 yards. I mean, Excel's pretty easy once you know how to use it. But that's where I stand with Traveloko. So far, not too bad. I'm kind of impressed with my dispatcher. For any of you guys that might want to come over or have been here or whatever, if you've had Nathan, what is it, Nathan A. I don't even know the last part of it, but he's over there in Bosnia. Kind of hard to understand him a little bit when he starts rambling about numbers. But other than that, I mean, I can clearly hear him and understand him. But when he starts talking about numbers and he starts talking real quick, that's when it starts to get mumbled together. But so far, he's been pretty cool. I mean, he was on top of my loads looking for me. He gave me a couple suggestions that I kind of turned down. And even he was like, they're not great, but they would be something to get you running out of Georgia, of course. Which obviously we all know Georgia kind of sucks for freight anyways, price-wise. But, at least in my experience. Other than that, yeah, I think that about covers it. Try not to make this video too long. I was going to do this video live. But I figured, just in case I mess up on saying something, or wording something, or whatever, I can always redo it. But with that, plus I don't really keep my live feeds up, as you guys know. So that's why you need to make sure you hit that subscribe button, because when I do go live, my live feeds don't ever stay up really. Every now and then I'll keep one up. But most of the time, the way I feel, now I know a lot of the guys go live all the time, like, we're not even going to mention names out there, but some people, that's all they do is go live. They never do edited films or anything like that. But and I'm talking bigger guys that have, a lot of subscribers. To me, that's it's just bad. I mean, well, not really bad, but I like edited stuff. You know what I mean? It's fun to interact. Don't get me wrong. I have fun when I'm live and I'm interacting with you guys. But the way I feel is live feeds are like a special treat almost. We sit here and do all these edited videos. You go live so you guys can interact with us. That's like a special treat. You hit the subscribe button, you hit the bell. If we go live, when videos are getting uploaded. You see that live thing come on? Hell, jump in here if you like the title, or just check it out for a minute. If you don't like what's going on, hey, leave. You know what I mean? But at least that way you're present. You can ask questions if you want. Talk crap if you want, whatever. I mean, I don't deal with trolls, so I mean, I just kind of ignore them. I do laugh at some of their comments whenever they do come in, but other than that, that'll wrap up this video. And like my normal motto is, always drive safe and make that money. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.